Prince William just did something so smart and final that even people who work at the palace didn't expect it. This isn't about hurt feelings or family fights. This is about power. And William just used it in a way that changes everything. Harry thought he still had choices. He doesn't. Meghan thought their titles couldn't be taken away. They can be. And the scariest part? William didn't announce it. He just did it. The secret mechanism, how titles are actually removed. Let me tell you what really happened, because the news won't tell you this part. William didn't stop Harry from going to a wedding. He didn't refuse to answer his phone calls. He didn't tell secrets to reporters. What he did was much more permanent. He went to the one place Harry can't fight back, the legal rules of the monarchy itself. And he used a special power that most people don't even know exists. Here's the thing about royal titles. Everyone thinks they're automatic. You're born into the family, you get the title, it's yours forever. That's wrong. Titles are given by the king or queen. They can be used, paused, or taken away. And here's the important part. The king or queen doesn't need permission from anyone. Not from the government, not from regular people, not from the person who has the title. When the decision is made, it's done. No arguments, no deals, no second chances. William isn't king yet, but he's next in line. And he's been getting ready for this moment longer than anyone knows. Here's what people forget. William watched his grandmother deal with this exact problem for many years. He saw how she handled Prince Andrew. He saw how she handled Fergie. He saw what happened when she tried to be nice, when she tried to wait it out, when she tried to let time fix things. And he learned something important. Being patient doesn't stop damage, it spreads it. So William made a choice. He's not waiting until he's king to fix this. He's doing it now. And the way he's doing it is so clean and so legally perfect that by the time anyone realizes what happened, it'll be too late to stop it. William's warning. The Andrew and Fergie precedent. This is the part where you need to understand how the system really works. Most people think removing a title requires some kind of public trial, some big dramatic announcement, some official ceremony where the family gathers and makes it formal. It doesn't. What it needs is paperwork. Quiet, boring official paperwork that moves through offices most people have never heard of. These offices don't make headlines. They're places where decisions become law without anyone noticing until it's already finished. And that's exactly where William has been working. Here's what he did. He went to his father, King Charles, and made his case, not emotionally, not as an upset brother, but as the future king protecting the monarchy. He showed the pattern, the interviews, the book, the Netflix show, the constant use of their royal connection to make money, the use of titles that were supposed to be symbolic, not for business. And then he said the one thing Charles couldn't argue with: if we don't stop this now, it never stops. King Charles finally agrees, the power shift. Charles has always been the soft one, the one who believes in making up, in second chances, in keeping the family together no matter what. But William didn't ask for his father's feelings. He asked for his authority. And Charles, whether he wanted to or not, gave it. Because deep down, even Charles knows the longer this goes on, the weaker the monarchy looks. And a weak monarchy doesn't survive. So the process started, not publicly, not loudly, just legally. The language is technical. The precedent is old. The authority is absolute. What William is doing isn't dramatic. It's surgical. He's not taking away Harry and Meghan's titles in some loud public fight. He's making sure that when the time comes, everything is already in place, the decision already made, the outcome already locked in. And here's what makes this different from anything before. William isn't just preparing to remove Harry's title. He's preparing to remove the confusion around it. Because that's been the real problem. For years, Harry and Meghan have operated in this gray area. Technically not working royals, but still using the titles. Technically not representing the family, but still trading on the connection. Technically independent, but still demanding security, status, and recognition. William is getting rid of that gray area completely. Once this is done, there's no confusion. Harry is not a working royal. He doesn't have royal styling. He is not Prince Harry in any official way. He is Henry Mountbatten Windsor, a private citizen with a famous last name and no support from the monarchy. Ending the gray zone, Henry Mountbatten Windsor. Meghan is not the Duchess of Sussex. She is Mrs. Mountbatten Windsor. No HRH, no royal authority, no access. And the children, that's where this gets even more calculated. Because William isn't just thinking about Harry and Meghan. He's thinking about Archie and Lilibet. Right now, those children technically have the right to use prince and princess titles because they're grandchildren of the king. But that right isn't automatic. It requires the king to grant it. And William is making sure that never happens. Not out of cruelty, out of strategy. Because if those children grow up with royal titles, the problem doesn't end with Harry and Meghan. It goes into the next generation. And William has spent his whole life watching what happens when too many people have royal status without royal responsibility. It creates chaos. It creates scandals. It creates people like Andrew, people like Fergie, people who use the monarchy for personal gain and leave the mess for everyone else to clean up. So William made a decision. That pattern ends with him. No more people trading on royal connection without serving the crown. No more people using titles as brands. No more confusion about who's in and who's out. When he becomes king, the rules will be clear. If you work, you have status. If you don't, you don't. The shocking rule for Charlotte and Louis, and that rule applies to everyone, even his own children. That's the part that makes this impossible to dismiss as petty. Because William isn't just enforcing this rule on Harry. He's enforcing it on Charlotte and Louis too. If they don't become working royals, they won't keep their titles. No automatic HRH, no guaranteed place, no protection from the consequences of their choices. And that decision, more than anything else, proves this isn't personal. It's about protecting the institution. But here's where the real brilliance of William's strategy shows up. He didn't make this decision alone. He made it in coordination with the one group of people who actually have the power to challenge the monarchy if they wanted to, Parliament. How Parliament is helping William behind the scenes, because here's the uncomfortable truth that most people don't talk about. The British monarchy exists because Parliament allows it to exist. If Parliament decides the crown is a problem, they can end it. William knows this. He's studied history. He knows what happened to monarchies that lost public trust, that looked corrupt or bloated or self-serving, that protected the wrong people for too long. He knows that every scandal, every embarrassment, every abuse of royal privilege pushes the country closer to asking the question nobody in the palace wants asked: do we still need this?